Hi, Girls Guide ladies. Hi, Girls Guide ladies. Jan Copeland. Sorry I couldn't be on here at 10 o'clock as planned. Sometimes God has other plans. And so I apologize that some of you may have, and hopefully did, carve out time to be here live. And there was something I had to take care of. We in Virginia had some downed trees, and a neighbor needed something, and I wanted to be there. I felt it was really important. And it really will help me with this live for you, okay? So I'm going to just hang on for another 30 seconds or a minute, and then we'll get started. Again, my apologies for not being able to be here at 10. Sometimes things happen in life and we have to make decisions on the fly, and I had to take care of something, and I thank you for your understanding. You know, today we're going to talk about the touch plan. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I'm Jan Copeland. My sister Judy Weber and I started this Girls Guide to Outrageous Real Estate Success page. We are real estate coaches specifically only for women, on purpose, for women, by women. I recently sold my #1 real estate team and jumped into coaching full time because my heart just overflows with the need that women specifically have to be amazing real estate agents, and struggles that we deal with as women that our men counterparts do not as much, okay? So, how I'm gonna start today is with some hard facts, with some hard, I don't know, what do you call it? Tough love, I guess, but it's not really tough love. I see it more as, I want you to have the right perspective, because you could go anywhere and get a touch plan, or what I call a touch plan, which is how you're following up, right? You could go anywhere for that. If you Google it, in fact, you'll probably find enough that you don't need to be on this call, on this live, okay? But there's a reason you're here. And so I look forward to sharing my heart with you right now. So I feel like as I talk to more and more women in both one-on-one coaching, group coaching, when I go around and speak to different events, most female agents' perception is one of fear and scarcity, one of competition, one of, why didn't they choose me? Self-doubt. Ladies, the right viewpoint is, oh my gosh, what a privilege I have. What a privilege that I have to help people. Hi, Wendy. What a privilege I have, and what an impact I can make on my clients. And ladies, that is the right perspective that you need to have. There is no competition. There is no competition because someone in your market right now will be best served by you. And I don't care if you're brand new or if you've been in the business a month, a year, 10 years, or 30 years. There is someone in your market right now who needs you, who will have the best experience through you. And so, ladies, that's the right perspective. Not that, you know, oh, I'm not as good as she is or as good as he is, and one of fear and scarcity. When you approach your day-to-day business from fear and scarcity, it's not going to work. And I'm just telling you, it's not going to work. So if you're a negative person, if you have a lot of self-doubt, if you're willing to change that and to get some new habits, you can do it. If you want to stay with what you're doing, then it's not going to work. I'm just telling you. You need to really love yourself. And as a 52, almost 53-year-old woman, sometimes I look at my body and I'm like, whoa, what is that? that? What is that back there? Because I don't look at it, right? Or look at this or whatever, okay? That's not what I'm talking about. It's not what I'm talking about. That's very subjective. It's very, not really subjective. What's the word I mean? I'm not good with words. It's very surface, superficial. I'm talking about your guts. I'm talking about the fact that you really, really need to love yourself unconditionally. We talk about loving others unconditionally, but you can't even do that without loving yourself unconditionally. I mean, yes, you can get ticked at yourself or whatever. Please understand. But what I'm saying is that you need to know that you like yourself and that you know that you're working hard for your clients and you're a good mom and you're a good grandmom and you're a good daughter and you're a good aunt or you're a good friend. And why am I talking about this when you want to hear about a touch plan? Because, ladies, it does start with how you feel about yourself. You know, I'll be vulnerable for a minute. I like to be vulnerable. It helps. It helps. I used to wonder why I didn't have a good relationship, perhaps, okay, with a man. And so in my recent years, I'm like, oh my gosh, it was because I would self-sabotage, because I didn't feel like I was worthy of it, or I didn't feel like I was deserving of it, or I didn't feel like I was good enough. Okay? So that's what we're doing. When we don't love each other, or love ourselves rather, and I'm not talking about how we look, okay? I'm talking about our heart, who we are. If we don't love ourselves, then you could be self-sabotaging your business. Exclamation point. Which is why I'm big on affirmations and manifesting what you want and focusing on the good, focusing on your goals, not what you lack, okay? My coaching clients know that my big success as a realtor and as a team leader was focused around my client experience. I wanted to focus on my clients having an amazing client experience that they could only get with me, And that, you know, is all about brand you, brand YOU. That's all about how you can make yourself stand out. And I have to say, I was one of very few people in my market that made up my own logo and would challenge my broker. And my broker is on here, she might be listening, to say, look, I'm going to be me, because nobody's going to go with me because I'm with your brokerage. I love you, but nobody's going to go with me as an agent because I'm with your brokerage. They're going to go with me because of me. They're going to go with you because of you. If we can drill down to who we are, if we can really like ourselves and drill down to who we are, then we can start focusing on the creating and identifying the wow experience that I can give to my clients that nobody else can. And like I said earlier, but now we have some more people joined. There are people in your market right now who would have the best selling or buying experience with you. They have to find out about you. Go out and connect, okay? So another word for the touch plan that I'm going to share with you is a connect plan. I like touch. Do you know why I like the word touch? Because did you know that as human beings, we would die without love? Babies die without love. We need love. And a big part of that love is touch. And I'm a big toucher, a big hugger, but a lot of people are standoffish, stay back. It's because they have had a lot of hell in their life, a lot of stress, or their perception of that. And so they want to stay back, keep your distance. And that's okay, everybody's different. But I guess what I'm saying is that people are hurting and life is hard. And one of the big things that I hear from my clients is you know, I get my feelings hurt. I take things personally. Ladies, it's not about you. You could insert George and he would have been treated the same way. Insert Susie, same thing. So my point is this, as realtors, we need to create the wow experience that only we can create, that we could be very good at executing, okay? And that we have to be understanding of our clients, because moving is extremely stressful. And when you're stressful, you're not at your best, correct? Absolutely. So we need to take nothing personally. It's not about you. We need to give grace always. So life is full of feelings. And as I'm finishing that to get to the touch plan, I want to finish it with this. Life is full of feelings. Don't live your life based on your feelings. You know why? Because I guarantee by the time I'm done with this talk, you're going to feel better than you did when you jumped on, right? So what is that about? In a matter of 15 minutes, you're going to feel better? Why? What does that demonstrate? It demonstrates that feelings are fickle. Fickle feelings, okay? So when you don't feel like making that phone call, when you don't feel like going to that networking event, when you don't feel like, that's exactly the time you need to do it. In fact, I used to write on my, I was in corporate for many years, and one of the things my VP said was, do it at exactly the time you don't want to do it, okay? When you know you need to do something and you don't feel like doing it, that's exactly the time you need to do it. Don't live your life based on feelings. All right, so with a touch plan, ladies, which is the connection plan, which is why you joined, right? That was a little extra, whether you liked it or not. With our touch plans and with our leads, okay, whether they be for buyers or sellers, I know we're focusing on being a listing queen here, but we want microwave, right? Man, if we touch and reach out and touch someone, we want the microwave results. We want a result immediately. 30 seconds, boom, I'm gonna eat my soup. Okay, I get off the call, within 24 hours, they better be my client. But guess what? Reality is the world is a crock pot. Okay? So you're wanting and have the wrong expectations. Zillow sucks. Why? Because nobody wants to buy or sell when I talk to them. Sorry, I made millions of dollars based on following up and my touch plan, okay? The fortune's in the follow-up. If you're expecting low-hanging fruit, then you're no better than a bird up in a nest with its mouth open waiting for mommy to put something in it. And ladies, that's not reality. You know, when I reflect on my first year as an agent and, you know, I don't know, I made 35,000 or something. And then every year after that, I was well over 100,000. And I think, why? Why did I 3 times my business in year 2, and then from there just shot up? Well, because I sacrificed and I was committed. So it's about sacrifice and commitment. And in this touch plan that I'm going to share with you, it's going to take sacrifice and it's going to take commitment. So let's handle sacrifice first. So it's going to take sacrifice in time and money. Okay? I'll say time and or money. Because it's going to take a sacrifice of time to actually do what I'm recommending in the touch plan. And then it could take money if you invest in a CRM or some kind of follow-up plan. You could expedite it or facilitate it in a way that is streamlined with a CRM, a formal CRM, right? So, but it takes immense patience. I have to say that I was always patient with myself. As I reflect on the last 12 years in real estate, how did I go from always every year getting better, making more money, helping more clients, making a bigger impact in my market for my clients? I was immensely patient with myself and with my prospects. And that's what the touch plan is all about. If you're liking what I'm saying, if it's resonating with you, give me some love. Because ladies, you definitely need to be patient with yourself and with your prospects and with your leads. I want to share with you that you need to connect every day. Connect every day. And do that on purpose. Connect every day on purpose. So we're going to, I put people in 3 buckets for my touch plan that worked. 3 buckets to engage people. First of all, don't make it creepy. I don't want to be salesy. Ladies, the only way you're going to be salesy is if you anticipate being salesy. Bottom line. If you don't want to be salesy, don't even go at it from that angle. Okay? Maybe you weren't here for the beginning. The perspective to which you bring to your real estate business is indicative of how successful you're going to be. If you're afraid you're going to be salesy, then you're going to be salesy and you're not going to be successful. But instead, approach it as, I'm making an impact. I get to make an impact on people in my market. How amazing is that? Something as personal as someone's home. Something as personal as someone's money, that I get to help them make money when I sell their home. I mean, what an honor. Ladies, we are gifted. We have an honorable profession. And so when I go through this touch plan, it's not about being salesy. It's about, how can I help? It's about, I'm committed to you. I want to be your realtor for life. How can I help? Okay? All right, 3 buckets. The first one is your favorite clients, your favorite past clients. And we all have them. We all have favorite past clients. We all have clients that we will never see again, and that's quite fine, okay? So don't, again, scarcity? No scarcity. If you don't like someone, it was a bad experience for you, done. They're off your database list, okay? But for your favorite past clients and your circle of influence, I like to call it circle instead of sphere of influence because I picture a circle, like I'm a woman, I like curves, so I picture a circle. So bucket number 1 is your circle, your favorite past clients. And you're going to touch them at least 9 times a year. At least 9 times a year. So you're going to have at least 1 VIP party. Yes. And doesn't have to cost money. Get your other, lenders and title companies and other people, contractors, photographer to help you. But yes, one of those is a VIP party. How awesome is that? You're going to serve yet again. You're going to send them a Facebook message. You're going to send them a text message. There's 2, so now you're up to 3. In January, I recommend mailing, not emailing, mailing their HUD if it was a cash transaction, or their closing disclosure if there was a loan involved. Touch number 4. This is for your past client, obviously. You don't do it every year, it's just if they bought in that prior year. How about a phone call to invite them to lunch or to coffee? How about that? How about stopping by their house with homemade brownies or with a pizza one night on your way home from another appointment? How about you purposefully, intentionally, because success doesn't happen on accident, right? We have to be intentional. You go to their Facebook and or Instagram and see something amazing happened in their family, and you go to the dollar store and get a cute little award and put a card on it and put it on their front porch. How about that? Do you see where I'm going? You're being a little different. 9 times at least, okay? Every time it's different. It's not a phone call once a month. Oh my goodness, what are you going to say? No. But if it's your past client, you want to do house anniversary. Happy first month in your house. 3rd month, 6th month, 9th month, 12th month. Happy 1-year anniversary. House anniversary. and do it in different ways. So that's your first bucket in your touch plan. I call it bucket. You can call it group of people, whatever. Your second are your cheerleaders. Ladies, do you have at least 3 cheerleaders in your market? By cheerleaders, I mean people who are big mouths, and it's okay. I'm a big mouth. I can call somebody a big mouth. I'm a big mouth, okay? Do you have people in your market who will proactively listen for opportunity and give you leads? Do you have people who will introduce you to who they know? Because one of the things I always recommend to my clients is when you have coffee with someone, say, who do you know that I need to know? Makes them feel important because you're saying, hey, you're in the know. Who do you know that I need to know? Every time I did that, I made an amazing introduction, and eventually it turned into a deal. Okay? Don't be afraid. Who do you know that I need to know? That'll make them feel good, and you'll feel great when they give you a referral. So you want to touch them at least once a month. At least once a month. Obviously, the VIP party. Obviously, every time they give you a lead, whether they buy or not, or sell or not, whenever somebody gives you a lead, you give them something of value, gift card, something, note, something. Quarterly get-togethers. Quarterly get-togethers. Now, you could do, like me, I always wanted to hang out with women, successful women. So for me, it was come over to my house, 4 people at a time, and it was me and 4 other people, and we had a great time for, lunch. I like, I don't drink tea, but I had a tea, just because it was me. This is the whole point, ladies. See, I created my business to be me, brand me, and I did things that I loved. And so it wasn't even like work. It was amazing. And that's what I want for you. But you got to get together once a quarter. Just remind them what you're looking for. And it's not, hey, Susie, do you know anybody who's thinking about moving or moving in the next 6 months? No, I don't. And they probably don't. No, you need to be better. You need to say, do you know anybody that is getting divorced or getting married or having a baby or thinking about a job change or retiring? Boom. Now they can say, oh, my neighbor's going to retire in 3 months. Great. Okay. These are precursors to, to what might be happening. All right. So what more can you do for your cheerleaders? Facebook messages. Ladies, ladies, ladies. How many deals did I get when I was an agent via Facebook message? A lot. 9 to 10 a year? A lot. Okay. Don't be afraid. Texting. Don't be afraid. How about going like this and shooting a video? Look, Staples is calling. How about shooting a video and saying, hi, Susie. Hey, I really miss you. Can we do lunch? And then text that over. Text that over. Different, 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 different. Okay? Be different. Mailing something, dropping it off, whatever. Okay. All right. Third bucket or group of people. Leads and prospects. And I'm sorry if you hear that this neighbor of mine has this loud, loud car. He probably spent a lot of money putting in an extra loud engine or something, whatever that is. Okay. Leads and prospects. Some of you might not like what I'm about to say, but it doesn't matter if you like it. If you want to be a successful businesswoman, you got to be understanding what reality is. Because there are coaches and people out there that say, you need to work smart and then you won't work as hard. Bull. Sorry, I'm just a straight shooter. I'm from Philly area. I'm going to tell it to you straight. To be successful, you have to be intentional and work hard. When I was an agent, I took off Sundays, and in the last 2 years before I sold the business, I was off on Saturdays. So I'm not saying you have to work 7 days a week, but what I'm saying, ladies, is that when you're working, you're focused because you know where you're going. You're set on your goal. Every action is set on the goal, and you're moving powerfully forward, being you, because you don't have to worry about what George is doing. You don't have to worry about what Susie's doing, because you're going to do you, and nobody else is going to do you. So you don't have to look around. Do you love that? I love it. It was so freeing. I can't even tell you. So leads and prospects, here we go. Initially, when I would get a lead, and sometimes I would just get, people that would call me from the blue, from my LinkedIn, from Facebook, whatever, okay? Or Zillow, but I'm not talking about leads that I paid for, okay? Talking about out of the blue, somebody that I had helped in the past, or someone who just saw me on Facebook or LinkedIn, reached out and said, hey, I'm thinking about selling. Hey, I'm thinking about buying, whatever. You need to reach out fast, 3 ways. First is text. I'm sharing with you my touch plan that worked, okay? First is text. Why? Because my ideal client is going to be somebody like me, and guess what? I'd rather text. Boom, okay? If they don't get back to you within 5 minutes, call, and then if you get voicemail, email. So in the first 10 minutes, you've reached out 3 times. Bothersome? I think not. Not bothersome. I think it's amazing. I would respect that. And again, I chose to work with professional women that were like myself. That was my ideal client. Of course, I helped young people, first-time homebuyers. I helped elderly people, but I'm just saying who I wanted to help. And I wanted to enjoy what I did every day, so I didn't want to put on airs. I didn't want to act calm when I was freak out. I didn't want to act a certain way that I wasn't. I wanted to be me, okay? And that's very freeing. And guess what? You continue to reach out in all 3 ways, twice per day for 7 days. All 3 ways, twice per day for 7 days. Whew, Jan, that's a lot. Guess what? My conversion rate was amazing. Okay? So if you get the lead from, a voicemail or something before 2 o'clock, you call, and then you call again at 8 o'clock. So it's twice per day for 7 days. There you go. Second week, after receiving the lead, it's all 3 ways every other day. All 3 ways every other day. And then the third week is all 3 ways 2 times, and etc. It goes on. Always 4th and 5th week, once a week. And then the 6th week from getting the lead forward is always every 2 weeks, every 14 days. You know why? Before I got on this call, I was watching the Liberty University, where my son goes to college, their convo. And they were having an awesome speaker, right? And all of a sudden, one of the guys there comes up and says, we have to stop right now. There's a student who had a stroke, who's having a stroke right now. And we have to stop and pray for them. I mean, is that crazy? So everything was stopped, and we stopped and prayed for this girl, I don't even know what I just said to even get to that. Oh, we don't know what happened, right? So that girl's parents were probably working, okay? It's Friday, they're working, or maybe the husband's working, the wife's at home, or the wife's working, the husband's home, whatever. Maybe there is no husband, maybe he died, whatever. And that mother is going to get a call that says, your daughter had a stroke, get here fast. Ladies, my point is, we don't know what happened to our prospect. Our prospect left you a message, and the minute they hung up, all hell broke loose at the office. They suddenly got, they were in a car accident. They got a cancer diagnosis. The next phone call was a cancer diagnosis. I've had all these things happen. It's not about you. That's how I started this call. Or this session. It's not about you. How dare we think so highly of ourselves that it's about us? It's not about us. It's about who you're serving. It's about your clients. Give them grace. Give them grace. Look, when I say I'm reaching out, 2-3 times a day, it's never in a barraging way. I called you. You said you wanted to possibly move. How dare you not call me back? Certainly not. It's, hey, Susie, it's Jan Copeland with Jan and Dan team at ERA Crest. I understand that you reached out to me, and I'm sorry that I missed your call. I was in an appointment. I'm here for you. And I know you're busy, so text me whenever you're available, whatever you can say, okay? Not about you. Give your prospects grace. All right. There's so much to say. I love what I do. And as Kathy Salinas says, I hope you do too. Love that, Kathy. I know she's not watching now, but she will be. I'm going to go through the feed and I'm going to answer questions. And by the way, if you want my touch plan messaged to you, send me a private message, Janice Copeland, and friend me. Okay, let's be friends. Let's be friends. Friend me. And then once we're friends, ask me for the touch plan, the winning touch plan that made me hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars each year. Okay? But let me go through here. Kendall, I always worry I'm pestering them. What types of things did you say to stay in touch every day? Okay. Well, I hope I already answered that. But if not, okay, it's a perspective. If you think you're pestering them, you are. You need to understand that you're bringing value to them in that phone call, or you're bringing value. You want to bring value to them. So I'll give you an example. Maybe I got a buyer lead. Somebody said, hey, my friend George bought a home from you. He said I should call you. You're the best. Great. So I text George. I don't hear from him. I call George, and Macy is the first to request the touch plan. Okay. And I call and leave a message, and then I send an email. Okay. So then like 3 or 4 hours later, I'm going to call back. And I'm not pestering, because guess what? If they told me a house that they want to see, or they gave me any information in that voicemail, I will be proactively looking for a house that is similar to the one they asked about. And I'll say, hey, I have some awesome information for you. I found another house that may be just perfect for you. Value. Or if it's a buyer, I might say, I have access to homes before they go on the market, and I have 12 homes that I know are going to be coming on the market in the next 30 days. And so I can't wait to hear what you're looking for, because I probably have a home that I could, readily have available for you. Adding value. If you don't have any of that information, you could say, I love what I do every day. I'm so excited when I got your phone call. I know you're busy, but I'm here. Text me, Facebook message me, call me, whatever's more convenient for you. I'm ready. Something. Enjoy your life. Enjoy the day. Enjoy what you do. I'll give you another example. On the seller, thank you, Wilma. Wilma's number 2. On the seller side, if someone said, I'm thinking about selling, then you could call, and if they said what their address is or the neighborhood, you could say, oh my gosh, you live in an amazing neighborhood. I'm so excited. I can't wait to talk to you. Or, it's just about the passion. It's about your perspective. Is that getting through? It's about your perspective. The reason people don't succeed is in between here and here. I am no better than you. No better. I'm from humble beginnings. You might have been from not humble beginnings, okay? But I was committed, I sacrificed, and didn't take things personally, just stayed focused on the goal. And from that, I was able to take like 3 weeks vacation. I was just, I work hard when I work. I'm working hard right now. I'm trying so hard to convey to you some useful information. And so it wasn't really about the touch plan, although the touch plan is amazing. Okay. All right. Let me just make sure there's no other questions. All right. No other questions. I want to leave you with this. If you like what you're hearing, contact me for a complimentary strategy session. Love it. 20 minutes. Get to know each other. If we can work together, great. If not, that's fine too. And we're having our, oh my gosh, first annual event in the DC Metro called She's Unstoppable Live. She's Unstoppable Live. Judy and I have an amazing lineup of speakers, from VP of real estate companies, franchises, okay? Powerful women in real estate. And you're gonna wanna be there. So earmark the dates, or what do they call, save the date. April, oh boy, hold on. Judy told me when it is. See, I'm not good with details. Is it, Judy, when is it? I know you're on here. April 11th. Sorry, I thought I had this. Judy, can you please write in when it is? I know it's April. See, you don't have to be perfect. We'll come back here and write it down. Why don't I have it? Hold on. Let me see. Here it is. The 9th to the 11th. The 9th to the 11th. Yay! Forgive me, ladies. We all do what we can, right? So, April 9th to the 11th, DC Metro. Okay, we're working on hotels right now. So it might be in McLean. It might be in Tyson's Corner. Hello. Nice shopping. We'll throw in some good girly girl stuff. But April 9th to the 11th in DC. Please save the date. All right? We've covered a lot, ladies. This is going to be live. This live recording is going to remain in Girls Guide. Judy and I created this group because we have a sincere desire to help you be amazingly, outrageously successful, so that our vision is that market after market, woman after woman, people will be like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Some of these women are getting like so powerful and so successful. What's going on? Well, I can tell you what's going on. They're getting something that they can't get now outside of us. They're getting real women who are giving it to you straight, who are passionately flowing everything that we are and know into you, because it's needed, and that's why we're here. So, all right, have a great Friday. Next Friday, I will be here at 10 a.m. unless someone else needs help, because I just always want to be available, as I'm sure you guys are. So thank you for indulging me, and give me comments, message me, let me know what your thoughts are on today. All right, have a great one. Bye.